Hey, welcome back to another video. So, Angus over on Makers Muse channel, which I frequently watch, uh, submitted a challenge for his tolerance gauge test. Now, the gauge test is a model he created and he's giving away for free for a week. So I went ahead and downloaded it after the challenge was advertised, and I thought, what the heck, I'm gonna try it. So what his model is a series of cylinders with varying levels of gaps between another spindle piece that spins in the cylinder, and each cylinder and spool has a different level of different size gap, air gap. So the biggest starts at 0.5, then 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, and so on. So the 0.5, this was my first attempt. The 0.5 broke away very easily. And as you can see, it turns just fine. The 0.4, same thing. Don't even really need a key for this. 0.3, 0.2, and that's where it stops. This 0.15 piece, yeah, that hurt. That's pretty much fused. Maybe I could get it if I tried hard enough with a different tool or something, but I think that, using the key and maybe a little bit of extra force kind of shows the purpose of the print is to know what your printer is capable of, or more importantly, what you can do to adjust the settings to possibly improve. Now, when I printed this one, I did it at a 1.0 extrusion multiplier, and I typically do that to get just a little bit more meat on the joint areas of my prints. I feel that it personally makes them a little bit stronger, in my opinion. So that was this one. And you can see really, let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, you can see there's just a little bit of overhang and a little bit of bulging out at the bottom. So typically that's not good if you're looking for dimensional accuracy. So this one, I didn't do any better than Angus, as he couldn't get the 1.5 either, or below. So this was the next one, and I set the extrusion multiplier to 0.9, which is the default profile setting for Simplify 3D for a Robo R1. This one came out a lot more accurate dimensionally. So if you look at the top and the bottom, you see it's a very constant, flat surface. It's really spot on, I think, especially for, at least for FDM. So this one, I did way better on this one. So 0.5, obviously, just like the other one, pretty easy to spin, and even easier so with 0.9. 0.4, same thing. 0.3, yep. And you notice that each one of these, they have a definite amount of slop to them, and the slop starts going down the more tight the gap is, which makes sense. But it means that there's a gap between the top and the bottom, not just the sides of the spindle that's going through the cylinder, which Angus mentions in his video, that it's kind of testing overhang as well as side-to-side gap tolerance. So that's 0.2, not very exciting. There's 0.15, and it spins just fine. But what's even crazier, in my opinion, is the 0.1 also works. And it spins very smooth. So this one was, it definitely had a couple spots where I needed to give it a little force, but it, it came out great. The 0.05 definitely is fused. I actually took it out with my bench vise. As you can see, it's a little mauled up here. I printed an extra one of these, so I had two, and I kind of sandwiched this spindle going through this sleeve in, and I really cranked on it, and it's just not budging. So it ended up just damaging these key pieces more than anything else. So yeah, that's that's it. So thanks to Angus for supplying this model. I'll be adding a link in the description for you to go check his video out. He has a ton of great content, and I'll be very interested if somebody can get their FDM to do 0.05. So thanks for watching. Until next time.